Let's bow our heads and pray for this nation that we live in. This may be our last days, but we won't break down and give in. We keep our people safe, all our women and our children. Y'all wanna come this way, I put it on God that we gon' kill them.
We ain't going down without no fight. Saddle up and hold on tight. Back 'em up, we on the front lines. In the last days, tell 'em one more time.
Come on.
We ain't going down without no fight. Saddle up and hold on tight. Back 'em up, we
And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that these actions are going to wake a sleeping giant, i.e. the American people. You know, we're violating people's rights and taking money from them, or even worse, arresting them and depriving them of their freedom when they are exercising their constitutional rights. You need to step up and say, no, that's not me. That's not what I signed up for, and that's going against my oath. And if that costs you your job, so be it. We need to start looking at ourselves as officers and thinking, is what I'm doing right? I got a call and it said, listen, the video needs to be taken down right now, and you need to accept a letter of reprimand. Or we're going to take a very different approach to this if you say no again. Greg, if you openly defy your governor, you can't be a police officer in the state of Washington. And I told him, I said, you know what, I can respect that. And if I were in your office, I would shake your hand, respectfully disagree, and say, maybe I'm not meant to be a police officer in the state of Washington then. I believe that the Constitution supersedes all other documents, all other laws. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid.
This is my way of sharing Greg Anderson's story. I would like to hope he sees this, but it's not as small of a world as we think. Greg Anderson, you are a true patriot. You are what my police reform movement is fighting to see more of. I am fighting with everything I got, even though my movement just took off last year in August, to see more officers like you in the force, and to get rid of the ones that you're speaking about that are happy to violate rights and to throw people in jail and overall just be corrupt. War Machine stands with you. I don't stand behind you. I don't stand in front of you. The reason I say War Machine is because the vehicle is the mascot for the movement. War Machine stands beside you, sir. Thank you for your service as an officer and as, I don't know if you were Army, military, but thank you. You are what we need to see more of. In fact, I would, if I had a way to meet you and thank you in person, I would do it. For standing up the way that you did. This is what I want to see more of. This is what I want to see more officers do. I want to see more officers say exactly what you said. And show us that they're still good ones. And if they get fired for it, I agree. So be it. It's not the oath that they took. The oath that they took was not to terrorize the citizens. And I agree with you, because most of our politicians and most of our police and sheriff, even our lawyers and our judges, are acting as domestic terrorists when living in the county that I live in, seeing what I've seen and hearing other people's stories, knowing I'm not the only one that's had this happen. When you read what's on my vehicle, I mean, I'm fighting to see more officers like you. You're the officer that I want to see on the street to protect and serve me. Not the ones that make me afraid to drive 0.5 miles down the road to take a shit because I live in my car. So I have to go to the gas station. Not the ones that make me look in my mirror while I'm at work delivering pizza because they've put a target on my ass for supporting police reform and being against police corruption because it happened to me. I want to see more officers that are there to protect and serve. Where is to protect and serve? That has been my question too. And if you can find an answer, sir, let me know. If you see my video, Greg Anderson, let me know. I would be honored to speak with you, especially on ideas for police and justice system reform. I would be honored. And that's saying a lot because I'm not a people person. My movement has actually forced me to be social. And I don't like a lot of people. I've been wronged by almost everybody my whole life. So for me to say that, that's pretty big. And I support you. I stand with you. United we stand, divided we fall. Take a stand for our freedoms before they're gone. You, sir, are fucking awesome.